Everybody told me I'm missing out on the most underrated shooter ever made, so I'm comparing it to every major shooter across 5 key areas, from gameplay to pricing, then ranking them all on a tier list, starting with the most important aspect, the gameplay. Now the gunplay feels pretty similar to Call of Duty or Warzone, basically any fast-paced shooter you've played before. Nothing really crazy here at the first glance. You got 3 classes to pick from: light, medium and heavy. Heavy is that big dude with a sledgehammer. So each season brings in a new meta, and if you're some tryhard who only cares about ranking up, just Google what's broken and abuse it. But the movement speed is where things start getting a bit mental. This might be the only game where you literally can't check TikTok when you die. You're dead for like 20 seconds max unless someone revives you, and then boom, you're thrown right back into the biggest ADHD fest known to mankind. So if you think Valorant or CS are fast-paced, the finals will have you considering Adderall just to keep up with what's happening on the screen. And there's the destruction system, the real magic trick to this game. I've been playing shooter for like 20 years and my first match had me questioning reality. Buildings falling on top of my head, barrels flying at my face, people zipping above me while invisible, some psycho teleporting behind me, and that guy over there who is chasing me with a katana. That's basically just like 10% of the chaos I remember. And what makes this different a bit from Battlefield is kinda the fact that it's not scripted destructions. In the finals, every explosion creates different debris patterns, so you can literally delete entire buildings floor by floor. Meanwhile, other shooters act like concrete walls are just made of titanium. Each class gets like different gadgets to build your loadout however you want. You can build for your playstyle, or if you're like some sweaty nerd, you can build for optimal team composition. So the skill ceiling is stupid high. You got like light players treating grapple hooks like they're in Titanfall, dash sliding through windows while invisible, medium players setting up turret crossfires and healing chains, and heavy players calculating C4 physics to blow up specific support beams. So after like 50 hours, you'll see someone do something that makes you go, wait, is that even possible? So the learning curve works like this. If you played any Call of Duty, Valorant or CS, you'll eat shit for maybe like 3 or 5 games. After that, your brain adjusts a bit to the chaos. Plus, dying isn't that like punishing, so you won't have like 4 Russians screaming in your ear that you're terrible. Or for my Valorant players, no uwu girl yelling "Gambare Oni-san" every round. So unless you actually play this game, I can't properly explain the absolute fuckery that happens every single match. Now comparing to other games. For example, Call of Duty gunplay has more variety, so they win the battle. Movement though, the final makes Apex look slow, because here movement actually matters for combat, not just running across empty map section. For abilities, Valorant has their little smokes and flashes, but the finals brings gadgets that actually change how you play each match. So gameplay verdict, A tier, rock solid foundation. And speaking of foundations, let me show you what they built on top of it. Now we're moving to section 2, content and update. Now the finals runs around like 4 different game modes, give or take, but the star of it is the cash out. That's basically the rank mode, the official mode. You're literally robbing some sort of banks while other teams try to stop you. The team with the most cash wins, pretty simple. But what really got me is that you can go like 2 and 15 in kills, but clutch the objective and still carry your team to victory. They also have the now removed banked mode, which was basically like kill confirm but with actual strategy. You collected coins from dead players and have to deposit them. Sounds simple until you realize carrying coins makes you visible on everyone's map. So now you're playing hot potato with a target on your back. Power shift is their take on payload, but the payload moves based on who controls it. No predetermined path, teams literally drag this platform across the map while everything explodes around them. Terminal attack is their search and destroy mode for the tactical nerds who miss yes but want buildings to actually break. Updates also drop pretty regularly, and the game has completely transformed since launch. The devs actually give a damn about the game, which is a shocking concept in 2025, and in comparison the finals keep actually putting out fresh new content. They also got like limited time modes for casual players who remember what fun means, though let's be real, 99% of gamers are too sweaty nowadays to just mess around without caring about their KD. So for content comparison, Call of Duty and Valorant get like meaningful updates once in every blue moon. Meanwhile, the finals creating a completely unique game mode that no other shooter have tried to copy since. Now the content verdict, I guess it should deserve the A tier, consistently improving stuff and actually being pretty innovative. And now let's talk about something that other shooters pretend doesn't exist. Part 3, maps and atmosphere. Now the finals does something wild, it treats the whole game like an actual game show. You got announcers hyping up your plays, crowd reactions when you clutch, and sponsor plastered everywhere like it's a real sporting event. And also the map design here puts other shooters to shame. Every map has like 3 to 4 routes to any objective, and verticality actually matters. You can attack from the roof, the ground level, or blow up a hole through the basement. Compare that to Valorant, where you got got like 3 lanes and that's your whole life. So the map verdict I would say is S tier, actual innovation and map design. That's pretty cool. And now we're moving to the next most important part when it comes to modern shooters, and I'm talking about skins and customization. Now my first time opening the customization menu, I had no clue where to even look. There's so much stuff going on that I didn't know if I should follow the meta and get what everybody likes, or just make my character look like the average dude from Los Angeles. Now what really gets me is the pricing. In Valorant you drop like $40 on trash skins with 0 effects. In the finals with the same $40 you get like 4 complete loadouts, plus some fresh kicks for your character. Sneakers in shooter games makes no sense, but I bought them anyway. We're talking about hoodies, glasses, tattoos, even different eye colors. You know what changing your eye color would probably cost in CS? About like $200 and your left kidney. So the finals gives you Fortnite level customization without making you look like a walking advertisement for energy drinks. Now the battle pass actually makes sense too, you get the premium currency to buy the good stuff later, but here's the kicker, you can also unlock old battle passes and complete them whenever you want. Not this FOMO garbage where you miss one season and those skins vanish forever. Now the weapon skins are clean without being too obnoxious, no dragon breathing fire or music playing when you reload, just like solid designs that don't tank your FPS or blind your teammates. The pricing overall is actually pretty fair, battle pass costs like $10, skins are reasonable and they literally give you free skins for just playing. Completing contracts, doing events, boom, free cosmetics, and c'est la vie. Nowadays most games can't even spell free without having like a stroke. So for $10 in the finals you get what costs like $100 anywhere else. If you care about making your pixel look shiny, this game kinda gets it. So the skin verdict, S tier, no competition, no discussion. And now moving to the next part, all of this doesn't really matter if nobody's playing. So, part 5, the community. Now everyone kept crying that this game was dead on arrival, turns out that's complete bullshit. The player count dropped after launch like every game ever, but then something weird happened, it actually bounced back. The devs actually fixed problems instead of just counting money. Queue times tell the whole story, they're basically instant like Marvel Rivals. Click Q, get the match, no time to overthink your life choices. Rank uses skill-based matchmaking that actually works, you start with placement matches, then climb through bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and if you're cracked enough, Ruby for the top 500 players. Win or lose, your rank score changes based on who you played against. Beat a team ranked higher, big gains, lose to bronze is when you're gold, say goodbye to your progress. As for toxicity, in Europe we kinda keep our mouths shut, but watching NA streamers is like a different story. Those capitalist race kicked out at the 18 motherfuckers cannot handle 1 second of silence. They need to fill out every little moment with their life stories or calling stupid stats that no one cares about. Now, playing the final is kinda like watching World War II ASMR videos on YouTube. Poor chaos on screen but peaceful in your headset. Comparing that to CS where Russians violate your eardrums, or Valorant where some dude shares his opinion on everything except like proper nutrition and maybe what touching grass feels like. Now the finals community is basically that perfect Uber driver who gets you home safe without asking about your day. So community verdict, S tier, rare breed in the modern gaming. So basically the real question is, are my comments right about this being an S tier, or is it just like another super passionate niche community coping too hard? The gunplay and mechanics aren't like revolutionary, we've seen these pieces before, Titanfall's movement, Call of Duty shooting, Valorant abilities and so on. But the final combines all of these elements and they actually kind of work together. If they can keep up this development pace, this easily becomes like a main game for me. Now here's what other games should steal from the finals. Fair monetization, respecting player time, actual innovation in game modes, and destruction that matters. Now when you add everything up, fair pricing, constant updates, insane customization, actual map variety, chill community, this game is knocking on S tier door. But I'm putting it into A+ tier instead. I need to actually see if this game will survive. The community is quality over quantity right now, top content creators like barely crack 100,000 views on YouTube, which tells me that this is good but it's still niche. So give it one more year, if the finals keeps the momentum, it's an automatic S tier. Now my final tier list should look something like this. So that's the finals for you, and if you're not an Arsenal fan, you should check out this next video.